Alright trainees, it's day 5 and according to reputable sources, i.e. myself, today is cardio day. And I know cardio day gets memed on, you lose your gains and stuff like that, it's not important, but a strong cardiovascular system has way more benefits than it does, take away from your gains. So it's very important to make sure that you're doing your cardio. Now, question of the day, a little bit aside from cardio, have you ever participated in a yoga session before? Let me know in the comments. I personally haven't done a professional yoga session, but it'd be really cool to do one someday. Let me know what you think. Now, I'll make the same offer that I made everyone last year. If you want to do your cardio outside of Ring Fit, that is totally fine. The cardio that I'm going to suggest is obviously to do within Ring Fit, but if you want to go do 30 minutes on the bike, 30 minutes run, go swim, do the elliptical, whatever you want, that's perfectly acceptable. So do that instead. Just make sure that you're doing 30 minutes of cardio, basically, is the long and short of this. Now, anyway, make sure you get your footwear on, get the water and towel ready, a nice dynamic warm up, and let's get our cardio on. So this is a fun weight loss focused cardio playlist that uses a mix of jogging and resistance moves. Start with Beginner, followed by Disturbance Meadow, followed by Drago Stadium 3. These are pretty simple, with treadmills creating some nuisance and harder running near the end. Next, we have 3 resistance moves that use differing parts of the body. With overhead arm spin, reach up as far as you can, generating the movement and this rotations only from the hips as much as you can. Similarly, overhead hip shake has you moving from the hips but side to side rather than circular. Next, ring raise combo will bring the heart rate back up, try to match the rhythm as best as possible, and then have a jog through starting block bridge and Drago Stadium 11. The common theme here is that they are all #stamina and #aerobic. Sidestep your way through the next set before finishing with a final round of Beginner. Well done. This should take roughly 20 minutes of active time and can be repeated to taste. So I like palindromes, and I've developed a sort of palindrome playlist for you guys today. Start with starting block bridge before 2 dynamic resistance movements that use the glutes and quads effectively. Sidestep has you moving in the frontal plane, and knee lift combo has some small jumps and has you in the sagittal plane, creating variation for your body. Next, Beginner is a gentle jog before ring raise combo. This is a knee friendly bouncy move that gets you sweating pretty well, especially after 50 reps. Now we're midway through, we're repeating the list backwards, so ring raise combo before Beginner, knee lift combo, sidestep, and finishing with starting block bridge. It's a little bit of fun. Now if you're up to it, this can be repeated another 2 times for a great longer cardio session. Beginners for our cardio today, we're focusing purely on jogging areas, getting our heart rate up to help burn more calories. Now start at Beginner, which introduces the game mechanics well, before Transient Temple, which uses a bit more jumping. Starting block bridge is a straight run before we repeat Beginner for a little bit of fun, and then go into Drago Stadium 11, which has reverse treadmills to make the running a little bit harder, so you're going to have to work against them. This playlist then repeats the same 5 levels. If you think you're completely done by the midway point, that is totally fine. Do what you can do, but also you can repeat the playlist if you want. So that's your cardio done for the day. Well done. I know a lot of people aren't particularly keen on it. Personally, I love my cardio, and I hope that you start enjoying it as well. That's why there's some different variations, and each time, if you do want to do your own cardio session instead, you can do that, but I'm going to give some great suggested ones at the target audience. So, today's Fit Fact. Obviously, yesterday I was talking about the amount of calories that you need, and you know that in order to lose weight, you need to eat less than your maintenance calories, and if you want to gain weight, you need to be eating more than your maintenance calories. But does it matter what calories you take in? Yes, it does matter. So, essentially, you have macronutrients, right? You have fats, you have carbohydrates, and you have protein. And a gram of fat is not the same calorie amount as a gram of protein. Now, protein and carbs are vaguely similar, but the way that the body breaks them down is different, and therefore they have different functions. Obviously, carbohydrates gives a lot of energy, protein helps repair the body, fats help with a lot of other bits. Fats also help fuel the body, and fats also help fuel the body and stuff, but in a different way. So it is really important to consider what kind of food you're eating and how many calories they have. 100 grams of protein is going to have much less calories than 100 grams of fats. Okay, so it's really interesting to take that into account. The actual amounts I'll have put on screen at some point during that talk as well. So yes, it's quite interesting to know. All right, well, thank you so much for your time today. Obviously, hit like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, and thank you to Rain and my other patrons for the fantastic support through Patreon. If you want early access content to our silent mode playlists and stuff like that, make sure that you tap the button in the description. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, stretch well, and I'll see you tomorrow for another fantastic session.